Okay, we have an actual tour guide now, Mr. Zaheer Shigar. He is a direct descendant, a direct relative of the people that used to live here.
Yes.
So, would you give some basic information on the area?
Yes, this is Shigar Fort actually right now. It was built in 1634. Hassan Khan Amaja.
Hassan Khan.
Amaja is a royal family. Hassan Khan Amaja was the 20th generation of Amaja family.
20th generation.
Now 34th generation of Amaja family lives in Shigar. Raja Hassan Khan was donated this fort to the local community, and it is renovated started renovated to in 1999.
Okay.
And it's completed 2005. So this is right now a heritage home.
So it's been turned into a hotel.
We have heritage room in this fort. We have 13 rooms in this fort.
Can we go in here?
Sure.
Okay. So how much of the original architecture did they maintain?
Actually, initially,
I think these are still remnants of it, right?
Yes.
Beds.
it was a window actually.
Window? It was a
in all
headpiece.
time, there were no glasses, so that's
So people could climb through with if there was no glass.
yeah.
Yes.
And it was a cupboard.
A cupboard? Does it still open?
Yes, you can open it.
So what kind of things would they keep in the cupboard?
I mean, it is like usual
Letters, written pieces.
Yes. Dry fruits actually storage. These wooden box.
Acha, yeah.
Was used to the storage of dry fruits.
Okay. When we came here, we saw a lot of apricots, and there was so much that people just left it on the
That is
road.
famous
very
fruit of this area.
What's that?
Actually, it is used to make the local carpet.
Carpet, oh, it's very
Like this. It's called chara.
chara.
Yes.
What's the material?
Material is wood and ball of animals.
It's very interesting that they maintained everything. Very interesting. What is these
Documents.
original documents?
All documents, original documents, yes.
Cha, so this says religious poetry on loan by
hand, yeah.
Sayyid Muhammad Iraqi Nur Bakhshi.
These are all on the law.
History of
These are actually
Khankai.
the Persians.
Persians,
Yeah,
Farsi.
Persian. And this is our local language, Balti.
Balti, yeah, I heard some people speak Balti and it was very difficult to keep up with it. Very difficult. Where does the origins of the Balti language, where does
Actually,
it?
Tibet.
Where? Tibet?
Tibet, yeah.
Tibet. Hey, you guys have a lot in common, big mountains.
Yes.
You know?
And now, these are the local carvings, handmade carvings.
Achha, so these are just decoration pieces, right?
Decoration pieces.
They don't have any other deeper meaning in this, no messages
Yes,
or anything.
because in our time, carpenters has come different area of the globe. So
you can-
they made their signs here actually.
You can see it, like it's very smooth, especially from the
And handmade,
preservation. And it's handmade as well, the amount of effort.
The specialty is handmade.
People don't appreciate this hard work nowadays. They throw it into a machine and they charge money and that's it. But here they put effort into it, piece by piece, etching it.
Please wash your hair.
Yes, yes.
These are the bigger wooden box.
These are chests, storage pieces.
Storage of wheat and
Food supplies. Say, what are you doing?
Hi.
No. How many people visit this site per day, approximately?
approximately 1,000.
1,000. Oh. Go after you.
Is it always household?
So are there some days where there are less people, more people, or is it just continuous?
I think this is our peak season. That's why most people visit here.
And in peak season there's 1,000.
Almost.
Okay. And you're charging 400 rupees.
400 for the domestic.
Yeah, no, you have to do it. You have to. There's upkeep. Upkeep will take a lot of money.
Because, we spend almost 2 billion every year to maintain this wall.
Well, you're doing a good job. Everything seems pretty good right now. Okay, so this is a mosque. Let's walk in. Wow, that is. Obviously, you know, we have to take off our shoes when we're going into it. Yes. Wow. You have praying mats here. Windows, Quran, and A great view outside as well. We're heading toward the kitchen. Kitchen. Peak. What is this name? Sunsei Hasiri Khan?
Very right.
Really?
This is Sunsei Zaheer Khan.
Wow. That's very close.
Small kitchen.
I thought it was I thought we had to take off our shoes again.
No. No need to take.
Oh wow. So obviously this is a modern addition to it. It's not going to be, but it's a very big spoon. Ladle. A very big ladle.
Some utensils are displayed here.
Wow. What is this? Water? For water?
This is like shisha, you know shisha.
Shisha, okay. I thought it was in the
Modern
kitchen.
type of-
Chilam.
Chilam, yeah.
Yes.
Chilam, yes.
Chilam, yes, of course. Sahi.
नहीं वैसी भी ले लो
Going this way.
Oh, we have more tourists as well from outside too.
These are the signs made by the carpenter, different carpenters
Different patterns.
who came around the globe. They're from Kashmir, India.
So like not that far away, but still for that time very far
In
away.
China also, because you can see the sign of Chinese dragon.
Where is it?
It is Ashok Tikkar, and this is the sign of Sufism. And these are the Chinese signs.
Which is the Sufism sign? Which one?
Sufism sign is this one.
Sahi. It's very interesting.
There are two dove actually. Living
Doves
peacefully.
representing peace, obviously. Yes, it's the signal for it. Okay. Yeah, it's a very beautiful place. Totally surrounded by nature.
We have 13 bedrooms in this building.
13.
Yes.
13.
And we have new blocks. There are 14 rooms. These are actually modern rooms, but these are heritage rooms.
Oh yeah, so you
Washroom
give
is
them for
modern.
rent as well.
Washrooms are modern actually.
Yeah? That's a good thing. You don't need to preserve everything. Sometimes it's good to have a bit of modernity here.
Sometimes we have to do compromise
Acha,
with
acha.
the nature.
So what is this, a garden or is it just normal tree life
This
here?
is the exit, actually the exit of the fort, and we will exit from here, and I'll show you the garden.
There's a garden. Great. That's beautiful. Are these any trees or are these apricot trees?
This one is apricot tree, and this one is queen apples.
Green apples?
Queen apples, yeah.
Okay, yes, the leaf is there, yes. For the service?
Service block, yeah, for service the staff cafe.
Staff quarters. Even the staff quarter looks great here. Say, what are the big leaves? These ones?
This is a kind of flower actually.
The yellow ones? Kind of like a cup?
It is actually it has two colors, and one is yellow and one is another is white.
Okay. So do they?
Two types of this flower.
So what determines their color? Or is it just like randomly like
What
that?
is it? These are our actually the garden. We prepare vegetable
So-
for our kitchen.
So there's fresh vegetables that come here.
Actually, this is organic.
All organic.
All organic.
Very nice. Very nice. Saeed. So how many people of your family still work in this place for upkeep, maintenance?
Actually, we are 60 staff in this
60 staff.
company. Yeah.
And
This is our cherry garden. These trees,
cherry trees?
yeah, cherry trees. But the season is
The season is not here, so.
not here.
Saeed.
The season is ended.
Of course. ठीक.
The history books are wrong. You hide the facts and everything.
So this was all built by King Shigar, huh?
Yeah, King Shigar.
For his second wife?
No, actually his fourth wife's sister.
It said that he planted 800 trees here for all the times he thought about beating her. Instead of beating her, he wouldn't take action on it. He would plant a tree instead, and he thought this was a constructive way to deal with his anger issues. You can still see the evidence of this today if we look at all the trees. Huh?
Exactly.
Does it match with the books?
It does. Some books, some literature.
Oh, King Shigar, he had his first affair with Queen Kachra.
Yes, exactly.
After they found out this affair, Queen Kachra was so ashamed. She was exiled from her community and she drowned herself in a lake. That's why we have the name Upper Kachora Lake. That's what it was named after her.
Because she was the elder sister. Then we have Lower Kachora.
Uh-huh. And what happened
That
there?
was named after the younger sister, Kachora, younger Kachora. We married second.
Kachra, Acha.
Yeah.
You can still see direct descendants of King Shigar's family members still, what's that word? Defending their pride, defending their home. Nowadays,
Let me tell you an interesting fact.
Huh?
Every time his descendants, right, King Shigar's descendants,
yes,
they beat their wives, they cut down one tree.
they cut. Okay, so, Acha, okay, so every time they have a thought,
Yeah.
and if they don't want to act on it, they plant a tree.
Yeah,
But every time they
Yeah,
act
no.
upon it, then they cut down a tree.
exactly.
Acha, okay. So imagine how much trees there would be here if they had a bit more patience. If the women knew how to use their mouth correctly, imagine how much trees would be here.
2 more maybe.
Yeah. Yes, they could have had a whole jungle here by now. But all these women, you know, if they just knew how to stay in the kitchen, if they knew how to do their job, none of these trees would have been cut down by now. This was his first bed. And you can still see the blood marks, the stains on it. They're kept as a reminder for people.
You can see the crown too, because this is all
White people. There's a couple of white people here too.
white people want to learn about our culture, our history.
Why?
They want to beat their wives too.
In a limited social environment.
Exactly.
Allegedly beat their
Allegedly,
wife.
allegedly. Exactly.
Allegedly, not confirmed by any means. Well, that's what the rumors say at least. Assalamu alaikum. Acha, teak. I have to say, you know, you can still see remnants of the Victorian era construction on this. This is real fake wood right there. Real fake wood. Ah, yes. And this garden, it was dedicated to who again?
This one was dedicated to Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. Oh, she ran away with Babu Sar.
Exactly.
Yes, okay.
And
It's,
then married his younger brother Lulu sir.
Oh, Pakistani history is filled with affairs.
We're a very tolerant country.
Very tolerant
This is the
country.
proof.
To an extent.
The next one, obviously.
We have the
They'll
limits.
get lynched, but later, not now.
Not now.
Or in front of white tourists.
Not in front of white tourists. This is the original dining room of King Shigar. We can still see the original Samsung televisions from that era.
Yeah.
They're still there, LED lighting.
This
And,
is where the king sat, and his sons and nephews. This is where his daughters and wives stood.
And if you look over there on that rock, that's where the women sat.
Exactly.
Like a true king. He knew how to handle them.
Apparently, there was a kitchen there too. Not sure. In some
It is. If you look closely, there's a clothesline.
Exactly.
So there should be a kitchen there. That would make sense. You can't really see it in the camera, but if you look over there, that's a clothesline right there. There's clothes hanging off. Teak. And this is where all the servants, the male servants obviously, this is where all they ate, and this is where the family ate. I can't believe they still preserve the TV pretty well.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to them. Whoever did the polishing on that did a really good job.
You gotta break this TV though.
No, you gotta break the TV. And this was the vine that Babu Sar was caught when he was trying to climb up to Queen Kachra's room. This was the original vine. After everyone found out about it, she drowned herself in the lake because of all the social stigma that she had. She couldn't handle it anymore.